So it's raining today. I figured I'd do a little update and kind of show you guys around the barn, do a little barn tour. While we can't really get outside, it is coming down pretty good out there. So I got everybody in off the pasture right now. The girls don't like it when it rains, so I figure I'll show you guys around the barn a little bit, and we'll meet all the animals we got. So we'll start off with our does. We picked up a couple of Nigerian dwarf does here. A couple small little goats. Their names are Liberty. This is Liberty right here. Liberty likes to get petted. She's a good little goat. Yep, she's a bit of a nibbler. She hasn't really been doing that much here lately. I think we got her a little bit broke of it. She used to really like nibbling on fingers though, but say hi. Oh, she's a cute little goat. And we've got Nutmeg. Nutmeg is sitting in here on her spool, taking a rest. Well, it's raining outside. I don't know if you'll be able to see her. I'll go over here in the light. This is Nutmeg. There's Nutmeg. Say hi, Nutmeg. Oh, here goes Liberty nibbling. Liberty. Wet. But this is Nutmeg. These are our does that we got now. And we are going to Liberty. We're going to breed them with our buck. I'll show you the buck next. So walk over to Uncle Isaac here. Isaac's about a 5-month-old buck. He is a Nigerian buck. And he is little Uncle Isaac because our cat, Kit Kat, had kittens in his stall. We got some little baby kittens running around here now. So we're going to have plenty of barn cats. If anybody's interested in a little black and white or calico kitten, we got a couple we're going to be giving away, and we're going to keep a couple around. I believe this is Sammy Whiskers. We're going to keep a couple around to keep the barn cleaned up. They seem to be pretty good little hunters already. But yep, this is Isaac. Isaac came from an old neighbor I had growing up, Mr. and Mrs. Howell over in Bucyrus, and they had just had him here this year, and he's just a couple months old, and he's just a good little goat. He runs around the yard and acts almost just like a dog. He likes hanging out with the ducks back by the pond a lot, but he's a good little goat. He keeps his manners. He doesn't headbutt too much. We had another goat that was a little bit of a handful, especially when he'd get around the dogs. So, take you over and show you the biggest addition here. This is Dolly and Molly. And they are our newest addition to the farm. We just got them a couple weeks ago. And they're a couple of full-size donkeys. Dolly she wants to be beside you, but she don't want you to pet her. So they were just out on pasture and eating grass, and then it started raining, so I brought them in here and cleaned up their stall a little bit and gave them a little bit of feed. This is Molly. She's a sweet old girl. Somebody's probably done a lot of work with her. We kind of were given these donkeys from a gentleman over in Mansfield. Their original owner had passed away. She had 4 of them, and he went and rescued them. And we ended up with 2 of them through a family friend. And Molly is just a sweet old girl. She lets you love on her and pet her, and I can set Corey on her back and she don't get upset at all. So Dolly, She needs a little more work yet, but she's getting there. She wouldn't even let you near her when we first got her. She wouldn't let you touch her. She wouldn't let you pet her. She wouldn't let you put a hand on her at all. She just would scare away from you. But we're getting them worked in a little bit, getting them used to it. We've been walking Molly here on a lead. Corey will actually hook a lead up to her about twice a day and try and walk around the pasture a little bit and just get her used to walking with a lead and make sure that she's going to be a good donkey for the kids to be around. They don't like the dog. If the dog gets out in the pasture, they try and stomp him. So that's not good because the old dog don't get around too well anymore. But yeah, these are the newest additions. So like I said, it is raining here today, but real quick, I'll just show you some things we got going on. We are in the process now. We just got this front pasture built. So all this, all these fence posts in the ground here were all locust posts. We went to a neighbor's house, cut the trees all down. Cut the trees down, hauled them up here, cut them length, stuck them in the ground, hung new wire on them to make a pasture for the donkeys out here and the goats. It's not electrified yet. The donkeys will stay in it, but the goats get out and run around. But obviously, as you can see, we don't have many neighbors around here. It's for them to be getting in anybody's yard. So our neighbors is all cornfield. So that's pretty nice. But we're in the process of building this run-in shed right now. I got to get a little more lumber ripped for it yet. And we're using the same black locust posts that we used for the fencing. We're using for the siding. It's going to be rough cut. I ripped a lot of this with my own chainsaw. And these boards, I ripped these boards, put the corner on them. Just basically almost like a 4x4 you would go buy at Lowe's, but it come from the woods and it didn't cost anything. A little bit of time and and gas and a chainsaw. I mean, I did have a chainsaw and a jig already, so that made it kind of nice. But so that's pretty much all for today's video. Just a little look around of what all we got going on right now with the donkeys and the goats and the kittens and the garden and the greenhouse. And I'll make another video here soon. We have meat chickens, meat turkeys. We're raising them up right now. Got them growing, feeding them every day. They're getting big every day. Here come these little broilers. These fat little chickens. They come running out of there. That's my truck cap chicken coop that we keep the meat birds in, and I'll make a video of that one day and show you guys how we made that. It's super simple. Just get an old truck cap and modify it a little bit so you can put a feeder and a water in it and just move it around every day. And then the chickens will eat the grass and they'll fertilize the ground, turn it up a little bit, look for any bugs in there while they're in it. And man, it works really cool. You can keep a bunch of birds in there, and within 6-7 weeks you're gonna have a bunch of chicken. As Corey called me the other day, she called them chubby little dinners running around the yard. I thought that was very funny. I never heard anybody say that before. So chubby little dinners. So we also have over here, we have some turkeys. So these are just white broad-breasted turkeys, and I picked these up at the local family farm and home store for $1.50 a piece. They had them on clearance. They wanted to get rid of them. They were getting too big. They were jumping out of the container they had them in at the store there. And I told the lady if she made me a heck of a deal, I'd take them all. So we have lost some to it just being a little chilly out. We had a light in there, but when they group together in a bunch under a light, some of them do. The smaller ones can get trampled. We had a couple that got trampled. We had a couple that caught a chill. and died. And then we had a predator. We had a mink one night, and we had a raccoon get into the chicken coop there. That's the original chicken coop. And we had the chicken cap. Were both attacked by a raccoon one night. Well, 2 or 3 nights in a row, actually. We actually have a chicken also. I can do an update on her. We have a chicken that we're nursing back to health. She had a leg ripped off. It must have reached in the coop and grabbed her, pulled until that leg popped off, and she's still eating. She jumps around, she eats, drinks. She's getting around okay. She's just healing. We've been keeping her in a room where she's out and away from everybody so she doesn't get attacked, as the other chickens will attack her. So I'll maybe do an update or have her in another video sometime soon. So that's all I got for today, guys. And if you like this video, hit me with a like, maybe a subscribe, and I'll try and keep turning more out. Thanks for watching.